Have you seen a change in people like Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham over all of the years that you've been dealing with them?
Yes, there's something that has happened to them as a result of Donald Trump's, I think, toxic influence and impact on the Republican Party. I'm not a Democrat or Republican, and I worked across the aisle for many, many years. But ever since Donald Trump has become our president in the Oval Office, he seems to have influenced these individuals to not carry out their duties and obligations faithfully. And so I just, Lindsey Graham, who's somebody who has, put a lot of time and effort and energy into national security and was a soulmate in many respects of John McCain. And I think any principles or ethics or integrity that Lindsey Graham had, unfortunately, was buried with John McCain.
You tell the story in your book of briefing, among others, Mitch McConnell in 2016 about the Russian interference in our election. And Mitch McConnell just reacted as if you were working suddenly for the CIA was suddenly working for the Democratic Party. Was that a moment that you could not have anticipated with Mitch McConnell? Was that the first turning point you saw with him?
Well, I think Mitch McConnell was always a very strong partisan fighter, which is his right as the leader of the Republican Party in the Senate. But when he takes his support for Donald Trump to the point of refusing basically to accept and acknowledge the considered intelligence judgments of the CIA and the intelligence community, claiming that we were politicizing the process just to try to prevent Donald Trump from becoming president. Yes, I think that he has abused his office. And unfortunately, people like Mitch McConnell and Devin Nunes, who were in and are in important positions in the Congress, continue to carry out Donald Trump's wishes. And unfortunately, I think they are betraying their obligations to their constituents, to this country. And that's why I think this coming election is the most important, certainly in my lifetime.